The pitch was a disgrace. The air was too thick at pitch level. Maybe England just need to accept they're not very good. Welcome back to Fog Football. Denmark won, England won. And I tell you what, they're just not good. It's not coming home. We said this after the Serbia game. You know, there's like no excuse for what England are doing. They've got a great team. I mean, we have said numerous times, right, that if Gareth Southgate wasn't the England manager, they would have, I think, genuinely would have had at least a trophy by now in the past 8 years. But as for this game, they're so, like, they play like Scotland, they do. But you know what, right, we've went in on Steve Clarke the past two games, rightfully so. The Germany game was disgraceful, right, awful. That game the night, yesterday, I felt like he left a lot on the table. But you know, with us, you can half accept it because there is areas of the Scotland team that's weak. There's a lot of areas that are hit with injuries, right? That England team's got no excuse for the performance they've been putting in. It is so defensive, man. They concede one goal and they park the bus. Did Scotland do that last night? Yeah, but we don't really have the players to... I'm not saying we don't have the players to scud Switzerland because I think we didn't need to sit back last night. But what I'm saying is it's more understanding when a lesser team does it. England are just not well drilled. Like, it's like we get the first goal and then it's a case of sitting back. I thought it was really poor from an England perspective, and even there's like tendencies throughout the game. Like Southgate picks the exact same team, then makes like pretty much the exact same substitutions, apart from when he actually subbed on the likes of Watkins, which I'm actually even surprised that he even bothered doing. But obviously this puts Denmark onto 2 points, puts England on to 4 points. And you've got Switzerland, you've got Slovenia on 2 and Serbia on 1. So, here, I tell you what, England could actually finish. They could finish third. I mean, I don't think Slovenia would beat England, but...
Back for Son of Scotland 90 here on Fog Football. Just finished the slave job, the 95 job, and I think everybody in an England shirt should be trading me their shirt. Well, not that I want their shitty shirt, but they should be doing a 95 today, because they were absolutely awful. What a shite performance. And I'm not even overstretching when I say this. I actually genuinely believe that England have been worse so far than us. I know that Germany game was bad, but let's try and not focus too much on that. Our performance against Switzerland, despite it being, in my opinion, bang average, it was better than both games I've seen for England so far. I thought England were shocking in the Serbia game, but this game took it to a whole new level. And you've got Lineker saying at the end there that there wasn't much in it. I mean, there was a hell of a lot in it, and Denmark weren't even that good.
No,
that's the crazy thing. Denmark played average, man. Denmark were like decent at best. Yet they were making England look like fucking mediocre shite that they are, but whatever. I mean, it doesn't really matter about performances. It matters about results. It matters about points. And I think England right now should be sitting on 1 point. I think they deserve no more than a draw against Serbia, and I don't think they deserved anything tonight. But they've got 4 points, and that will guarantee them safety into the next round. They will qualify. It's just a matter of where they finish in the group, and probably even a draw would likely get them over the line against Slovenia. So, yeah, we know that England are going to be through right now, but let's talk more about the match.
Yeah, let's talk about the match. I thought it was embarrassing. They're talking. They actually panned
the pitch.
Even forget about the pitch. I thought the pitch was poor, but you know what? It affects both teams.
But you wouldn't think that the way they're getting on. You'd think it only affects one team.
Yes, right. And then like they're talking at half time, like Mika Richards and Rio Ferdinand, like why are we sitting in against a team like Denmark? And Thomas Frank's sitting in the fucking middle, and he's Danish. Why is he fucking accepting that?
Like, I'm not saying lie, right? See if there's like see if they're playing San Marino and they've got some guy for San Marino sitting in the middle. By all means, say San Marino are shite. But they were running down Denmark as if Denmark are like a bang average team. When I would say, you know, Denmark, they're not a top team, but they're the next level below.
Here, they've won a Euros.
Yeah, something England haven't done. I would consider Denmark, they're in like the category that, in my opinion, Croatia were for the past like 2 decades.
Yeah.
Denmark are kind of in that category, not a top team, but just below that. So, but again, I mean, no respect here for England.
It then cut to 2 women, right? I don't know who they are, alright? And they're like, yeah, It's very humid down here at pitch side. The air feels a little bit thick. I wonder if that's affecting the players. What in the fuck are we talking about here? They're whipping out all the... See if England, right, were winning 2-0 or 1... They wouldn't... It was because it was 1 each. Imagine saying the air feels thick down at pitch side. What? It's not like Denmark are running about with gas masks on. I don't even know what they're going for. Then like they're crying. Mika Richards was like whipping out all these graphics like, look, this was the average England position before the first goal, and then this is after it, and it showed you how much more defensive they got. It's actually fucking embarrassing how much like the punditry and the coverage like switches when England are 1-0 up compared to it went to 1 each. And I think it's right for them to call them out because they're shite.
But they look for excuses while they do it. They can't just be straight up and be, yeah, we're awful. It's always, we were poor, but the pitch, the temperature, the heat, the pressing game failed us. How about you were just shite?
Yeah, no, why not? Why not just come out and say that?
See, when Scotland got smashed after Germany, I didn't want to hear excuses. We were men's, we should perform better than that. End of story. I don't give a fuck if the occasion got to us, gave the players too much information. Screw all that, right? End of the day, we weren't good enough that night. And England this evening, they've gotten away with one, man. They've snatched a point. They didn't deserve it, but they've got it, and that's them practically through now, which is disappointing. So the opening goal for England, I honestly don't see... I thought it was the Danish Anthony Ralston. I did. I do not see how this is a goal. He should be getting to that ball all day long, and he's jogging. He's fucking jogging. The only thing I can think of is he didn't know... Who was it, Saka? Outside him?
Aye. No, it was Saka, but what I would say is, right, we've kind of said that Steve Clarke has to walk. I think if England have any chance of winning this, he fucking has to walk. And I don't want England to win it. I want him to sit there. I want him to sit in this England chair for the end of time, because you know what? They're a good team, and I said at the start of this video that I think they would have an international trophy in the past 8 years if they actually had a decent manager. Because they've got a good team, you can't take it away. Like, he is making these world class players that they've got play like fucking shite.
Like, I know they got to the final, right? I'm not saying they don't have good players, but even that run in the last Euros to the final, I thought they were very fortunate. They didn't impress me one bit.
No, they had easy runs, but that's what I'm saying. Factor easy runs in with the players they've got. With an actual good manager. Look what Pep gets out of these, like the Man City players they've got. Look at Saka and Rice at Arsenal.
If Pep took over England, I'd be genuinely worried.
Look at Bellingham at Madrid. We have to put biases aside. Brilliant players.
I don't even think England need Pep, though. I just think they need someone half decent. And Southgate's no it. See if Southgate goes to like a Premier League club, he'll be sacked within his first season. 100. The guy doesn't know what he's fucking doing. Talk about him going to Manchester United.
Not a chance.
Manchester United haven't won shit in 10 years, and he's going to go there thinking he's the man to cure it. Not going to happen. But yeah,
I'm a better manager than you are.
Disappointed with the first goal. I mean, again, we see it here. It was Trippier, I think, that caught him out, and the deflection to Kane it's so lucky. England's goal against Serbia deflected perfectly into the path of Bellingham, and this one again here deflects after the Danish players. 2 deflections and lands perfectly for Kane on the edge. I get it. Kane's got to be there, and I'm not dissing Kane because he gets into the right areas 100%. But it's not like he's been picked out. It's not like Trippier found him with a great pass.
No.
I mean, it took 2 Danish deflections and landed perfectly for Kane. And when you look at England's both goals in the tournament so far, that's what they've came from. They've came from deflections that were just landing perfectly for players that couldn't miss. Jude Bellingham couldn't miss that header. That was a perfect chance for him to score. Kane couldn't miss that. Outside of the 2 goals, though, over 180 minutes, what have England really created?
Nothing. They've created nothing. I mean, the Denmark goal was brilliant. Hojmund, I don't know, man. Top bins, bottom bins, in off the post. Doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah, great strike, fantastic hit. And that was it, 1-1. First half, second half, I thought it was all Denmark.
It was all Denmark, creating off. I mean,
I tell you, the pressing game was really good. They were they were getting the ball off England high up the pitch, and that one chance where I believe it was it Guy that lost it?
Yeah, no, but
I mean that should be a goal.
We've praised Denmark, right? But if England play like that against a France or a Germany, they will get beat about 5-0. They'll get pumped like us.
If Denmark had more quality, they'd have won this game easily. And that's not being disrespectful. Denmark are a good side, but I think if they had more quality up the top of the pitch, then they would have punished England tonight. But they still, with the players that they've got, they still should have won. I mean, they got in so many good possessions. So many times they would win the ball and then the England third, but just didn't really capitalise on it. And then, I mean, England, the last 10 minutes, I don't know why the referee was persistent on giving them every single foul going, but he done that. And then we had this gimmick where Jordan Pickford would come up for free kicks in the middle of the park. And, I mean, what came for those free kicks? I mean, the one where he hits it short to, is it Walker? And then Walker just puts it out for a goal kick. What was that?
It was brilliant, damn it.
What was that?
I don't know what it was, but I don't know. I just see a lot.
Why is Pickford coming up? I just don't get it. Why is Pickford coming up to take it short?
I see a lot of similarities between Clark and Southgate.
I know who I would rather have.
Yeah, I know, but pick the exact same teams and then the subs. I mean, at least Southgate actually changed.
Well, I will give him credit. I mean, he gives the players a bit of time. He brought players on with a bit of time to change the game. You look at what Clark done the other night. I mean, Shankland and Christie in the 90th minute. That is embarrassing.
No, it is embarrassing.
But I'd still rather have Clark than Southgate.
There you go. But
Southgate's last tournament, he will not be leaving England a winner. England will go as far as until they come up against a good team. By a good team, I mean like a France, a Germany, a Spain, a Portugal, someone along those lines. If they happen to come up against someone similar to Denmark in the knockouts, then they could well go out. But as soon as they come up against like one of the top teams, it will be game over.
Game over.
They'll probably get to the quarterfinals. Depending on how the groups finishes, they might get to the semis. But guaranteed, England's run will end. They will not go further than the semi-finals. It's just not going to happen.
No, not going to happen.
And I tell you what, I hope there's some way Scotland can get England in the last 16. Because I'd fancy our chance, based on what we've seen in these two games.
What about our two games, though?
Well, let's not worry too much about that. We'll get it right when it matters.
We'll get it right when it matters. Anyway,
Steve Clark told me, so I got to believe him.
You got to believe him, brother. Till next time. Peace.